everyone and welcome back to my channel, OP Society. I decided to make an updated version of the top 10 characters list in the game. This time around, I decided to change things a little bit. This top 10 will be for the new season, meaning what characters are more useful for the current season. Keep in mind that these characters will always change, so I will be making updated versions of this list every month or so. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. With this character, Bandai could have done better. Marco is one of the best characters to capture treasure. Marco's stats are very average and he has one useful skill in battle. He has some HP recovery skills and that's about it. As a runner, he's one of the best. If his stats and skills were better, he would place higher on this list. For this season, Katakuri is not so good. His stats are really good, his traits are decent, and his skills are pretty good. But there are so many blue characters this season, and it makes it really hard to recommend for anybody to use. Maybe in future seasons he will be more relevant, but for this season, not so much. Ace has decent stats and okay traits. His skills are a mixed bag of good and decent. His normal attack string is really good. He is decent at capturing treasure, but could become a threat if his counter is used properly. With so many blue units roaming around this season, a green ace is definitely a breath of fresh air. It's kinda crazy how much the meta of this game has changed. Gear 4 Luffy has not aged so well. The advantage for this character is that he is a green unit, and there are many blue units roaming around, so he can be quite useful. His traits and stats are good, but with the current meta, he has become more of a glass cannon, which is not bad if you're really good at dodging. For the 6th position is a tie between these two characters. I have Fujitora and Nightmare Luffy. Fujitora is a blue defender. He shows a lot of promise for this season. He has new dynamics on his skills and a lot of useful traits. 7 traits in total, and most of them increase damage inflicted and decrease damage received. Based on different gameplays that I've seen, he seems like a really good counter to red defenders, but only time will tell. And for that reason, I think Fujitora places at number 6. Nightmare Luffy is still a good unit to play with. His skills have good range and he can cause a lot of damage. He has good traits that boost his attack and defense. He's one of the better counters against red defenders at the moment. He also has short cooldown on his skills. I really think this unit is highly underrated. If you have it, use it. He's pretty good. He's a really fun character to play with. For the 5th position, I also have 2 units tied, which are Luffy's brother Sabo and Zoro Juro. The new red attacker Sabo has some interesting mechanic and lots of traits, more traits than Fujitora actually. His stats are pretty basic and it's okay because his numerous traits make up for it. Lots of damage increase and damage decrease, chance to inflict burn, etc. But what makes this character so good is that he has the chance to nullify any type of status and also receive a 300% critical increase. As a new unit, we have not seen Sabo's full potential, but on paper, he has a lot of potential. Stay tuned as I examine this character more in the future. Zoro has pretty good range on skills and normal attacks. As a blue unit, he's extremely useful for this season. The problem with this character is that his traits work best when he's defending treasure. And that is good and all, except he is an attacker. If you're outside of your team's treasure, you lose 2 of your traits that boost your damage output and input, which is half of your traits. Not ideal for a character that has to move around as needed. But for that reason, Zoro ties at number 5. This guy is still a major threat. If used properly, Doffy can stall all 4 members of your opponent's team. Doffy's stats are falling behind a little bit and his traits are not that good, but what makes his character so good is his ability to get treasure and toy around with enemies. Doffy is certainly not the best character in the game, but he sure is the best runner in the game. For the third position, I was debating between two characters. Due to the nature of the list being capped at number 10, I decided to place two characters for the third position. Jinbei has decent stats and a lot of damage increase traits. Skill 1 can be devastating if used properly. Given the high amount of red characters in the current season, Jinbei has definitely proven to be a solid character for this season, and that's why he places at number 3. Kuma is a tough enemy. His skills send enemies flying and he has a wide range. His traits can increase damage dealt and reduce damage received. He also has HP recovery, and all of that while being a ranged character. If used properly, Kuma can wipe out an entire team. Definitely a tough opponent to fight against, and this is why he also takes the third spot on my list. Kaido for this season is still a very solid unit. This character still breaks necks and smashes legs on league battles. Kaido has excellent stats, decent traits, and really good skills. He does pretty well against top tier units regardless of type or class. Excellent counter to the blue pandemic that we have on league battles. He will be hard to get rid of given the current state of the game, and that's why he still places at number 2. I highly debated if I should place this character higher than Kaido, but with the current state of the game, I think he's a better choice over Kaido. Shanks has really good stats, amazing traits, and great skills. I don't think I need to go over the details as to why he places number 1. We all know he sits at the top of the game. And before I move on with the video, I would like to reassess Shanks. In my Shanks review, I was being a little bit too harsh. I rated Shanks a 9.2 out of 10. After re-evaluation, I think that he's more of a 9.4 out of 10. Although most of the criticism for this character has not changed, he turned out to be more useful than I predicted. But that's a topic for another video. Alright guys, wow, that was an amazing list for this season indeed. Wait, hold on. Come on, it would not be an OP Society's top 10 without... This guy came to ruin this game. Honestly, he has godly traits, really good stats, really good skills. To nobody's surprise, he sits at the top of the chain. I hope that some status nullifying items are released because this pandemic needs to stop. Because of this character, the current meta is completely destroyed. Red, blue, green, it doesn't matter. Please Bandai, do not release another Blackbeard for the next 3 years. Alright, that's all I have for today guys. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with my picks. Leave suggestions for another videos that you would like to see in the future. And as always, thank you for watching.